Hello and welcome back to my tarot corner, and I say it every time that I really appreciate each and every one of you who stays, and I am going to try and do most of my tarot readings at night so that the upload will be at night. So because apparently the upload is taking forever, and it also disturbs my husband's work, and since the pandemic he works from home most of the time, so it will be easier for me to do it at night, so it won't disturb his Zoom calls, because apparently when I upload it does disturb him. So anyway, so this is the explanation why I'm doing this in the middle of the night. And I'm also not a very good sleeper, so it doesn't really matter. And I'm using another darkish tarot deck. It's called Dark Angels Tarot, and it is because I'm going to check another rumor that has become more of a mainstream media article now. And the rumor is that megxit was planned from the beginning, and that everything that they said about being haunted by the media or being treated badly by the family was just a ruse, and it's not true. And today I saw an article on the Express that says that Harry and actually had talks with Oprah a few weeks after they got married, in order to make that infamous Oprah interview. So this is what I'm going to check, because even though it is on the mainstream media, it doesn't mean that it's true. So this is what I want to check today, whether or not they did want to leave before they even got married. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw 3 cards for Harry, 3 cards for Meghan, and then 1 card of their combined energy, and see what we get. So first I'm going to clear the cards. And just 1 more, because I wasn't I really have to concentrate when I do that. So when I clear the deck. Okay. And now I'm going to enter the question to the cards. So my questions is going to be like that. Did Harry and Meghan plan megxit before they got married? Did they plan megxit before they got married? Did Harry actually meet Oprah just after the wedding? Did Harry meet Oprah just after the wedding? Was the Oprah interview planned just after they got married? Was the Oprah interview planned just after they got married? And I did 3, I asked the question in 3 different ways, so I can get the whole energies around it. And that's why I am drawing 3 cards for each, because the first card is going to be, was megxit planned from the beginning? Then the next card is going to be, did Harry actually meet Oprah right after the wedding? And the third card was the Oprah interview planned from before they got married. And now let's see what we get. These are the three cards for Megan. And I'm going to take that away. And one card for their combined energy, and then maybe I'll also draw the underlying energy as well. So the first card I get for Harry is looks like the Nine of Pentacles. So this was megxit planned, and the answer is yes. Nine of Pentacles always gives the answer of yes, and it is also a card of money, and a lot of money. And this is a card of money that is earned after working hard. So they had this plan before they got married to start working and to start earning their money outside of the royal family. This was a plan, and this is all about the profit that they were planning to get. So the first question, at least from Harry's point of view, is the answer is yes. Now for the second question, did he meet Oprah right after the wedding? We get the Knight of Wands. Now, court cards always give us the answer yes. So the answer is yes, he did. And now, if we're looking at what does the Knight of Wands mean, the Knight of Wands is the aloof knight. He is someone who is looking for excitements. He is looking for things to excite him. So this was the reason that he met with Oprah, because he was looking for excitement. He was looking for things that will excite him. Now, the problem with those nights is that because he keeps looking for things to excite him, he also gets cold very, very easily, and and he moves from one thing to another very quickly. And we see that in everything that they have been doing since they left, because they have been jumping from one bandwagon to another because they get excited. Like, take for example Spotify. They got excited, they did the Spotify podcast, they did it once, and that was enough, and then they moved on to the next thing. So this is exactly what has been happening, and this is the reason why he met Oprah right after the wedding. Now the third question was, did he plan to do the Oprah interview just after he got married? And we get a major arcana, number 11. Now, number 11, if I remember correctly, it's the number 10 is the Wheel of Fortune, so number 11 is the Justice, and the Justice card is the card that speaks about cutting out everything that you don't need from your life. Now, this is it is like saying yes, because he, after the wedding, he felt that he doesn't need the royal family anymore. And this is why he can plan this Oprah interview in which he slams his family and in which he just drags them in the mud, and because he doesn't really need them anymore, and he cuts them out of his life. And this is exactly what he was doing. So the answer is yes. So for Harry, the answer is yes for all three questions. Now let's see what we get from Meghan. And so for Meghan, was megxit planned before the wedding? Was she planning megxit from before the wedding? And we get the Four of Wands. Now the Four of Wands is another yes card. The Four of Wands is a card that speaks about going on a victory quest without knowing what the result will be. So this is like a contradiction in terms, because how can you go on a victory quest if you don't know what the results will be? But what it means is going out on a quest and not thinking about the results, because you already know that you will succeed, and just enjoying the road, enjoying the way, and not thinking about the results, because you already know that the results will be a success. So yes, she intended on going on this road of leaving the royal family and going out on their own ventures and leave Britain and go back to the United States. So this is what this card means. This is also a card of a family, a card of a marriage, and we did ask if she meant to leave the royal family right after the wedding. So yes, so they had the wedding and then it was okay to leave. Now the second card is whether or not they met with Oprah right after the wedding, and the answer we get is another major arcana, and we get the Tower. What a surprise. We always get the Tower. I always get the Tower when Meghan is concerned, because the Tower card means that her foundation is very, very weak, and everything she's building on is bound to collapse, because the foundations she's building on are very, very weak. And this is just turning this all reading into a negative one. Now, in regards to the question of whether or not she met with Oprah, I'm not sure that she did. Maybe, like it was said on the article in the newspaper, the meeting was only Harry and Oprah and not Meghan, but it doesn't mean that she didn't know about it. She did know about it, and she was this was all part of her plan. And but it does mean that everything that she's building is bound to collapse, because there is no way that she can actually build something that is sound and that is solid on such weak foundations. And this is a card of someone who has a tendency to run forward without checking. It's like someone who is saying yes before he even knows what the question is. It is someone who loses everything because he is not or she is not paying attention to the small letters or just in a contract, for example. This is someone, and this is exactly what happened to her in everything that she has been doing. Because, for example, let's take the letter that she wrote to the Congress. She wrote so many lies there, and it was so easy to prove those lies, because all you had to do is go into the into her blog, the TIG, and maybe she thought that this blog was erased from the internet, but things are never erased from the internet. And all you had to do is go there and see what she wrote about her childhood and all the fancy restaurants that she went with her parents, and understand that all of what she wrote there about being raised on a $4.99 Sizzler salad is not correct. Now, we all know that she went to private schools. We all know that she went to one of the top universities in the United States. So this is someone who has a tendency to do things without thinking, to write things without thinking of the results, and to do things without checking the facts, and writing lies without without even thinking that those lies can be proven. It is exactly what a person who has such weak foundation does. So this is the card about the meeting with Oprah. And the third card is whether or not the Oprah interview was planned right after the wedding. And we get here an ace. And an ace, this is the Ace of Pentacles, but an ace is always the answer yes. So if we ask a yes or no question and we get an ace as an answer, then the answer is yes. And in this instance, we get the Ace of Pentacles. So we're talking about fulfilling her needs in the material world. So this is also about the money. So both Harry, we got the Nine of Pentacles, and for her we got the Ace of Pentacles. So both of them, we see that the money is very much a big deal out of this. So I'm sure that they were very well paid for this interview, and this interview was planned from weeks after the wedding. And the one card that I took for their joint energy is another knight. It is the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles, it is once again a knight that is a young energy, but once again someone who has tendency to lose opportunities. And the Knight of Pentacles is the hesitant one. So he is the one that is not doing things so quickly and is quite hesitant. And when you can see in this card that the angel in the card is holding on to the pentacle because she's so afraid of giving it away. So this is their joint energy, and this is exactly the combination between Harry's hesitancy and Meghan's tendency to run forward. Harry is not so easily going forward. He is not so easily doing things. He has to think about it. He has to be sure, and he's looking for confirmation, and because of that, he has the tendency to lose opportunities. And Meghan, in contrast, she has the tendency to run forward without even checking. So their joint energy is the Knight of Pentacles. And if Meghan will succeed, or she did succeed to actually make the Oprah interview, and to convince Harry to do the Brexit, the megxit, then the knight becomes an ace, which is exactly what we got here for her. So the knight becomes an ace when he gets over the hesitancy. And this is exactly what happened. Meghan's energy got over and she won. And this is why, in reality, what we got is the ace and the fact that the interview went forward and became a reality. So I will draw the underlying energy to see what it is. And the underlying energy is the Nine of Wands. Now, the Nine of Wands is the card of someone who feels that he needs to hold on, because if he holds on for just one more obstacle, he will succeed. But what happens in real life is that he just one more obstacle brings him to the energy of the Ten of Wands, and the Ten of Wands is just overload and too much to bear. So the underlying energy is the energy of thinking that just one more obstacle that we will go over and everything will be okay. But everything will not be okay, because the basis of everything is the Tower. And when the basis of everything is the Tower, nothing can be okay. So this is the reading about the planning of megxit even before they got married. And I will draw an oracle card, and this is the wise animal, wisdom, and see what kind of wisdom or what kind of animal we can see for the both of them. What kind of wisdom can they draw from the animal world? So wisdom for Harry and Meghan, and I forgot to clear the cards, so I'll clear them now. And now, wisdom for Harry and Meghan, wisdom for Harry and Meghan, wisdom for Harry and Meghan. Let's see if it is even possible for them to be wiser in the future. So the card that we get is the frog. And the frog is stepping into your powers. Don't take a back seat in your story. It's time to step up. So this is what the frog tells them. The frog tells them to step into their own power and to take a front seat in their story, and then they will be able to to stand up and in front of all the hurdles that are still waiting for them. So let's hope that they will listen to the frog, and I can say that time will tell. So I hope you liked it, and if you did, please like and subscribe and write me a comment, write me an email. And I just want to say that I did promise one deck that I will send to someone, so that someone has already been chosen. But I do have a few more surplus decks. So I think that I will make this every when I get to like 500 subscribers. If I do, I will then choose one, and then we will see if the channel grows. Then maybe more people can get free decks. So I hope you liked it, and if you did, please like, subscribe, share, write me an email or a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.